Happy Saturday. I am getting a lot of questions about the recent study about aspirin and metastatic disease, so let's talk about it. This is a preclinical study that was published in Nature looking at cell lines and mouse models. We know that platelets, which help our blood clot, make something called thromboxane A2. And they were able to show in this study that thromboxane A2 essentially is suppressing T cells, which are part of our immune system, and can attack cancer cells. And so the thromboxane A2 essentially kind of has this hold on this T cell, preventing them from doing that. And when they gave aspirin, which inhibits COX-1 or cyclooxygenase 1, that blocks or decreases the production of thromboxane A2, and in doing that, kind of releases that hold or that suppression on the T cell. And they showed that in mouse models, by giving these COX-1 inhibitors like aspirin, it was able to reduce the rate of metastatic disease or progression. So naturally, this is really exciting and has led to people asking the question of, if I have been diagnosed with cancer or have had cancer in the past, should I be taking aspirin? Not quite yet. Preclinical studies do not translate into human studies. We don't know that because something is effective in cells or in animal models, that it will be effective in humans. Not to mention that there can be risks and harms with taking aspirin for some people. It can cause bleeding, it can interact with your other medications, it can be contraindicated with your medical history, and so despite being an over-the-counter medication, it is not safe for everyone. Now, we already have some studies of aspirin in cancer. There was a study in breast cancer that did not show a benefit in adding aspirin to reducing the risk of recurrence. There are some benefits for aspirin in some gastrointestinal cancers, but this varies based on different subsets and different populations. There is a big study ongoing called Add Aspirin, which is going to look at this as well. And so for today, this preclinical data really exciting. I'm excited to see more that comes from this research, but we're not at the point where we're telling people that everyone should be taking aspirin. If you have a specific question for you and if you should take aspirin, that's something that you definitely want to talk to your doctor about. Let me know your questions.